Good morning. Lovely Tuesday morning. I got a phone call last night for a rooftop that's not heating very good. It's not heating at all. Nothing's labeled. So you come up on a roof, you have all these rooftop units, nobody's here. So nobody can help me out. I just got one rooftop unit, that's it. So basically what I would do is I come up and I just check, because you know if you be out on the heat failure, if your inducer motor is on and indoor fan motor is on and it's not hot. So I come across all these units and I find one right here. Inducer motor is running. That's cold. So I get right back, take this panel off. We'll see what's Alright, so I took the panels off. This just doesn't get, these old units, man, it's nothing like the new stuff, but I mean it's easy. You just come over here. We got a red switch here. We're gonna start. Here we go. You can count now. I counted 7. I come over here. 7. Roll out, switch false. So we're gonna go right over to, I mean, if you take a look, the heat just, yeah, it looks like it's on its way out. But let's go over and we're gonna go check out the heat exchanger before we do anything. Now we're back. I took the panel off of the heat exchanger. So, it's gonna be a good video. You're gonna get to the beginning and the end if they have this heat exchanger in stock. I'm gonna go pick it up and I'm gonna throw it in. You're gonna see how, put a heat exchanger in a unit. I'll talk to you later. Oh, hey guys, so I had to leave here and go down the road, probably about 10 minutes away from here. I picked up my heat exchanger. Well, put it this way, I picked everything up my back plate. My back plate was 45 minutes away. Supply House has got 30 of these heat exchangers, but not one back plate. I don't understand how that works, but nevertheless, I got here this morning at like 7:05. And it is now like 20 past 11. So I'm just grabbing my stuff. I'm gonna bring it on I'm gonna bring it over. I don't cut that far to walk. But I'll try and get you guys through this with me. There's a lot of nonsense shit here, but I'll try and walk you through. I'm gonna grab the supplies and bring it over next to the unit. I'm gonna take the panels off. I'll disconnect my union and then I'll take everything off in here. Let me grab the equipment and take the panels off. Guys, so I got the panel off. So what I'm gonna end up doing, take this off, take this out, take this off, take this off, and then I'm gonna undo the union here. Make sure my valve is off. Undo the union. Then I'm gonna undo these, and I take my burner out. So I'll get back here in a minute, guys. So I got the bracket off, union done. I removed the burner. These right here is nice to have. And then I had one here, a small one and a long one, to get them fucking bolts down there. But yeah, what we're gonna do now is you're gonna disconnect the spark igniter and the flames. And we are going to remove this entire thing here. This back plate, inducer motor connected to the heat exchanger will come I gotta take these two out too in the back, but we'll get to that right now. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we took out, disconnected all this caca. I took out the top screws. Be careful when you take out the bottom ones because they're really rusted. What happens, I find a lot, is that you'll go ahead and you'll strip the head, and then you need to go and grab a grinder to get the shit out. So, here's our heat exchanger. Look at that. Yeah. She's old. Right. So, we got the inducer motor, we got the burner, we got the plate. Yeah. So, what we're going to do now, I got this here and we're going to put all this together. Let me get this off and I'll show you how it. Alright guys, so here it is. So, some people like to put some silicone. I don't use silicone. I think that's sufficient enough. What it is that here's where your fire goes in. Here's where your fire goes in, and this is where it comes out. And you just want to separate the two chambers. I don't silicone it because I don't feel like getting shit all over me. I just put one of them flame gaskets in there, and I've never had a problem. But yeah, I usually take some thermostat wire. I find my holes because you don't want to make new holes. Don't be a schmo, you know. Do it the right way. But yeah, let me throw the inducer on there. Yeah, and I get right back there. All right, guys. So now we got this in. We got the inducer in. Put the gasket in there. Nice and neat, right? Found all the holes. Didn't make any new holes. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to change. We are going to get. We've got all kinds of craziness here. We've got a pressure. We got a rollout switch. We got a high limit switch. We have an ignition. We have a flame sensor. And then we have a little wiring kit with all this, the caca. We got toilet paper and we got caca. I should say that the other way around, right? Hey, let me change all this stuff out and get back. Guys, so here we are again. We got the new high limit in. We got the new rollout in. I gotta go get the capacitor. Get the new flame sensor in. I get the ignition control. I get the pack of the wiring. Ground, and then your spark cable, and then your this goes to your flame sensor. Hey, and I'm ready to put the new heat exchanger in. What I do, once again, it's what you want to do. I have this thing that I use just to get the cuckers, the little tick turds everywhere. Just get it out. You know, once again, just, you know, do a good job, I guess. Yeah, no, I mean, I can take high temp silicone and I can put a dab on it. I probably will today, just to see. I mean, I just get that shit everywhere, and I just don't like to be sticky, icky all day long, but I'll throw some on there. We'll throw it in. All right. Let me do that. I get right back. All right, guys. So, put this back on. Put the burners back in place. I know that this is probably not good. I like it to hang, but I'm gonna keep it like that. We got your inducer motor, we got your flame sensor, we got your centrifugal motor. All of this is all nice and tight. Put the union back on. It's nice. Got this back here. Got everything good. Right. See, make it nice and neat. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take this plate off. I'm gonna slap that bad lady right there. I'm gonna downstairs. I'm gonna tell them it's gonna be fire in the hole. And we are gonna burn the smoke off of this heat exchanger. So I will be right, guys. We're fired. We're running. Smoking. You probably can't see it, but she's smoking. Will be going on in a second. There we go. And you turned on. So we'll just keep that going for a few. She's running. It's in there. We're looking good. Alright, I'll get back here in a few. Well, alright. So, we're back. I put everything back together again after I smoked a couple of joints now. After we got the smoke, the oil off the heat exchanger, I let it go for. You gotta watch out on how long you let it go, because you really heat up the motor freewheels, you know, because it's not pushing any air, so it's not going to draw any amps. It's gonna heat up quick. So watch out for that. But yeah, we did that. I like to change everything. If I change the motor, I change the cap. I forgot to pick up a 4 MF cap. I had to leave to go grab one. The supply house is not even a mile from here, so I just went and I got the 4 cap. But yeah, in a nutshell, if I came here this morning, there was no heat. I wasn't getting any heat as of last night or yesterday at some point. Showed up and was out on 7 flashes rollout switch. And when it's out on a rollout switch, the first thing you want to look for is it's got to be a big enough hole to push that flame out of the heat exchanger, and sure than enough that I showed it to you. A big gape, couple of Mariana's trenches in the heat exchanger. So yeah, had to leave. I had to go down the road to pick up everything but the back plate. I had to go to Boston to pick up the back plate. 45-minute trip there and 45-minute trip back. You just take your time all by yourself. I replaced the heat exchanger, the burner plate, the back plate, high limit rollout, flame sensor, spark igniter. I get the wiring harness with that. Threw all of that stuff together. Capacitor, inducer motor. Sealed it all up, made it nice and pretty, and there's your outcome. We are on right now, producing some heat. Looks like we're good. So yeah, it is I believe right now it's like 5 of 2. So yeah, worst case scenario, 2 o'clock, you got a 7-hour day on a Carrier, only a 3 burner. I think it was the 3 burner. Here's your model and serial. I think it was a 3 burner. But yeah, a day. Go out, you know, get all your tools that you need, get all your equipment, heat exchanger and all the gack to go with it. Yeah, well, that's how I usually do a heat exchanger. Take your time and just do it, and do it right, and you should be good. Well, peace.